Yo, what is going on, guys? Storm here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are here for the TTM Summer Showdown pool games for our first pool. So all three games are going to be in this video, and yeah, that's practically what this is. Anyway, my draft for this is It's pretty much all on the screen. Zapdos, Clefable, Megamedi, Hydreigon, Arcanine, Fortress, and then I have a Leavanny and a Feraligatr. So that's my full draft. I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a pretty good draft for this. And yeah, this is my first game. My opponent has a Latios, Greninja, Lando, T, Clefable, Mega Aggron, and Shaman. So also he has a pretty scary team as well. All of those mons are pretty threatening. So anyway, we're going to jump straight into this game though. I lead Zapdos as he leads off of Lando. And I am able to knock him out turn 1 if I want to here with HP Ice, so I'm just going to try and go for that. And he does make the switch. I probably should have not gone for this, but I just had no reason not to. I felt like it didn't feel like I'd lose anything if I don't do that, so I did that. But this Zapdos is built to counter Landorus without any boosts. It can live one hit from Rock Imzy Lando and then almost knock him out, put him in range of some other stuff. And if he's taken rocks damage once, I will be able to knock him out with a HP Ice. So that's the kind of the goal here. But I'm going to switch out to my own Clefable now on his Clefable as he goes Landorus. And I'm going to double out to Fortress now, expecting rocks to go up so I can spin them. And he goes for an SD. Now this is super threatening already. I'm going to try and set rocks on this thing because I know I can potentially get 2 hazards up. And he has Defog as well. So that's already 3 of his moves revealed, being EQ, T-Spike, EQ, Defog, and SD. So I'm going to keep trying to set rocks as he keeps going for Defogs, trying to get rid of them. However, I know I can keep these up quite easily here. He is not going to be able to beat this Fortress. Well, I mean, he's going to be able to beat the Fortress, but he can't beat it with rocks off the field. So I'm going to go into my Medi for some reason. Now, even though he'd revealed Stone Edge, I should have gone Zapdos. I should have gone Zapdos, hit HP Ice. I could live a Stone Edge, get him into Fake Out range. But I didn't do that, and I didn't click Fake Out because Ice Punch will always OHKO. But he's Yachi. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but yeah, and Fake Out probably could have done 33, that's the sad part. So now I'm in such a bad spot. We are now down 6-4, and I'm going to have to go Hydreigon and just hit this thing with a Dark Pulse, trying to knock him out. As we are going to get that, and he goes into his Clef here, and I am going to make another misplay and go for the Steelium Z here. I was kind of expecting he'd be Fizz Def Clef to counter my Mega Medi. And if he was, this should kill, or at least put him down to about 5% min. And he is at 21% and he's able to knock me out with Moonblast, showing he has a good amount of SPDF investment. So I pretty much put myself in a position now where I'm almost in that spot where I cannot win this game. Greninja is looking super threatening to me. I'm going to go Clef here, and I'm going to make a couple of misplays here over the next few turns, because what I should have done here is just started setting up. I go for a Cosmic Power here, and then I Flamethrower next turn, and he reveals he has Encore, which was pretty good prep on his part, building for Clef. We both built for Clef with our own Clef, but just in a bit different ways. Mine was an unaware Clef built to handle this, even if it sets up. So, yeah, our Clefs practically walled each other, except now that he's revealed Encore, he's actually beats mine. And I'm trying to put him in range of where I can switch out kind of... Oh, sorry, I was trying to wait for the Encore to end to see if I could win the speed tie. I didn't. But now that I see that, I know he's probably going to either fire off a Moonblast here or heal up. I'm just going to go into my Arcanine, as it's practically my only play now. And I'm just going to fire off a Flare Blitz. I am Choice Banded Arcanine, meaning this will knock him out. So we're going to get that kill, and that's pretty nice. However, at this stage, it looks terrible. Greninja practically is in a spot to sweep me at this stage. And he misses his Hydro Pump here. That's very important, because that lets me put him into E-Speed range for Arcanine for later, which is why I switch out. And he hits a Hydro Pump here, and it does 96, and he takes Life Orb. So he won the game if I didn't, if he didn't miss, because Zapdos, it lived Hydro Pump, but it didn't live Ice Beam, and he would have been able to just knock me out with that, and he would have knocked Clef out with Hydro Pump. Of course, he could have missed still, but yeah, I'm saying if he didn't miss at all, you know, he won the game right there. But now he's going to go Lardy, because Lardy looks very scary at this stage, and I'm going to Toxic him as he starts setting up, because at this stage I need that Toxic to be able to wear him down a bit, and I'm going to try Roosting up here, as he Calm Minds again. I probably should have attacked. I don't know why I roosted. I should have just got a bit of damage off as well, but I'm going to die here to D-Pulse, and I can just go Clef now. And he's going to go for a Psyshock, and I'm going to live this and get a Moonlight up. And now he knows he has to switch out, so I'm going to Moonlight again as he goes Aggron. And here, I would say he makes a bit of a misplay, although he kind of doesn't at the same time, so I don't know. I switch Arcanine in, and he's Toxics. Now, he misses this, it doesn't really matter again, but I don't know if that was a misplay or not. I feel like he should have attacked instead of going for Toxic, although I don't know what his attack moves were. So maybe he just wanted to get something on a timer, probably the Clef, because he knew, of course, I am not Magic Guard Clef, but I am going to double to Arcanine, and now he has to sack off Latios, which is nice, because that's going to keep the differential going down. Even if I do lose this game, you know, the differential is a bit lower. Now he goes Shaman, and I have to switch here, because I need Arcanine to win this game, because Clefable cannot beat Aggron in any situation. And I'm going to go Clef here as he Seed Flares, and this next few turns are just going to be me Moonlighting on Seed Flares, because that's all I can do at this stage. And you're going to see I do make a bit of a misplay on one of these upcoming turns. I should have just kept Moonlighting, banking on a miss, but he actually does not drop me, drop my Spadef at all here. And this turn, I click Flamethrower. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. It was kind of a stupid play, because I generally could have won this game, but now I have to go Arcanine hoping it can live Seed Flare, and of course it doesn't. So that's going to be a good game to my opponents, picking up a 2-0 win over me. I reckon they would have got the Spadef drop eventually, so they probably would have been able to 2-0 me anyway. And, I mean, it's kind of fair. I make that misplay after claiming 2 more differential points than I should have had. But starting 0-1 with -2 differential is really bad, and I pretty much have to win both my other games to even have a shot at making the second round. So, let's move on to game 2 and see if we can pull anything out here. Anyway, pull anything off here. Mega Medi is on this. To this game, I brought Mega Medi, Zapdos, Clefable, Hydreigon, Feraligatr, and Arcanine. And my opponent brought Mega Diancie, Zapdos, Lati, Pharaoh, Excadrill, and Ordino. And he leads Diancie, I lead Hydreigon, and I'm Choice Scarf, so I can just Flash Cannon and Oko him after Mega Revolving, but he scouts for it like a good player. So he's going to do that. He goes Zapdos and easily take that. And now I'm going to switch out into my Zapdos. I kind of know he's going to Toxic, but I have no switch into it because I'm, once again, unaware Clef, because it felt it had a better matchup this week, or this game, because it could check Diancie, Excadrill, and Lati off. All of them. Yes, Excadrill, because I'm actually Berry, and I do have Fire coverage, Fire Blast, so I should be okay against all of those mons, which is great. But he's going to land his Toxic here, and I'm going to Volt Switch out. I thought he'd switch, but he actually just stays in. I don't know why I thought he'd switch. That was his best Zapdos counters on the field, so it was kind of an interesting prediction on my end. But I'm gonna go into my Mega Medi here, and I'm just gonna click Ice Punch. I want to hit something hard, and he has no switch-ins to Ice Punch, so he goes into Diancie, and I can knock this out in the next turn with Bullet Punch, but he wants to scout for that and doubles back into Zapdos. But it's fine because I can still just Ice Punch as he goes into his Ordino here, and he has the red card, so he's going to be able to switch straight into his Lati here. And that was pretty big, because that's the only way he could actually prevent me getting a kill right now with Medi. So that was kind of cool. And I'm assuming he's Scarf Lati here, which would make sense. And I'm going to switch, although I'm just saying this right now, Scarf Lati cannot actually knock me out. I knew this in the battle. Max roll on Draco's 98. But the fact is I didn't want to take all that damage right now. It just wasn't worth it to me. So I'm just going to go into my Clefable. As you're actually going to see, he clicks Calm Mind. So he just completely baited me out. But it's fine because I am a Clef and I have Moonblast and I'm unaware. So I don't care about those boosts. So I'm going to eat a Psychic and be able to knock out the Latias. And yeah, this game looks really, really good right now for my Medi. I'm actually going to Calm Mind as he goes Ferrothorn because I have Fire Blast, so I'm not really concerned, and I have a Berry, so even like an offensive Iron Headset I can deal with. I'm going to Fire Blast this turn, actually, as he does double into Excadrill. Even if I hadn't Fire Blasted, I still could have lived the hit next turn and knocked Excadrill out. So it wasn't really that much of an issue anyway. And I'm going to Moonblast here, as he discharges, and he does not power me there, sorry. He discharges this turn and powers me, and I shouldn't have knocked him out. This was my biggest regret of the game. I went for a Moonlight instead of killing this Zapdos, and you're going to see that later. That's actually a big issue. I'm going to get full powered here 3 turns in a row, I believe. Yeah, 3 turns in a row as he goes Ordino here. And he's going to go for a knockoff now, knocking off my Bibiri. Doesn't really matter anymore since Excadrill is down. I'm going to get a second Calm Mind up here. And I think he's going to try and go Diancie because he wants the health from Wish back on it, so he wants to have his Diancie full. So I'm going to predict this at Moonblast and actually just knock out Diancie. So he's down to 3 Mons at this stage, and I'm going to get full powered on Pharaoh here, and he pulls out Power Whip, and I'm going to get full powered next turn as well as he pulls out Power Whip. I just want to point out, if I didn't get full powered there, I straight won the game. There was no way he'd get around Clef without those 2 full powers, so that's kind of annoying because that's going to be an issue. First of all, it reduces differential if we do win this, and second of all, the win isn't locked anymore. It's still looking good for this win, but it's not 100% locked. So I'm going to go Arcanine, and he's going to switch into his Ordino, trying to avoid taking Flare Blitz with his Pharaoh, and he does that. And Ordino takes 50, so he has to switch out, goes Zapdos, and he takes half his health, and he's now at half health. And he gets lefties, so I can't kill him anymore, but I still go for a Flare Blitz, just in case. And this turn, I'm just going to Morning Sun up as he roosts up. I wanted Arcanine to be able to switch in later and actually not just die to anything. So I want to keep this thing alive for the later. And I'm going to go into my Hydreigon now, as he goes for a Discharge, and luckily for me, doesn't power me. So I'm going to Dark Pulse here as he goes Ordino, and I do 0 damage. And this was a bad thing, of course, because Hydreigon now looks not very threatening, because Ordino, it can't break Ordino, and that's really huge. So now I'm going to go into my Medi, because Medi should potentially be able to sweep here. And he's going to Protect as I Ice Punch. I thought he was going to go Zap, I didn't know he had Protect, so that makes sense. But here I'm going to Drain Punch on the Ferrothorn switch in, and we are going to be able to do 97% to it. And I can finish it off this time with Ice Punch. So there you go, down goes Ferrothorn. And now here comes Zapdos. And I'm going to Ice Punch this. Nice 2-hit KO. And he's going to Discharge and he's going to power me. If we didn't get powered there, Medi won the game. But, you know, this game in powers. And now we're in a pretty bad spot because I actually can't get around his Zapdos very easily. I have to go into my own Zapdos actually and click Toxic, because I can potentially Toxic Stall him out. That was my next idea. You know, the idea of trying to get Toxic Stall here. You know, there was 2 ways I could win this game. 1, Toxic Stall. 2, for Alligator Sweep. For Alligator Sweep looked better for me because I just need to get in for Alligator on Ordino and click D-Dance. And I should have the game at that stage. He goes Ordino here, and I'm going to go for a Toxic. I'm just thinking at this stage if I can Toxic them both. At least, even if Feraligatr can't pull this off, they're both on a timer. So I'm going to Volt Switch now into my Feraligatr. As you're going to see, he pulls out the Heal Bell as his 4th move. And that is pretty great, because I now know D-Dance is free, and he's actually going to knock me off, which does do a tiny bit because of the crit, and knocks off my Life Orb. So I'm going to D-Dance one more time, because I'm not 100% Ice Punch KOs now without the Life Orb. So I just want to have the game locked, as he doubles into Zapdos. And I'm going to be able to knock this out with an Ice Punch, and he is not going to get static on me. And in comes Ordino, and we are going to be able to superpower that out of here. And we are going to pick up a nice 4-0 win over your KO. So that was a nice win for me, putting me to 1-1 with +2 differential. Now, from this final game right here versus iPro, I pretty much have to get a 3-0 win or higher, because if I don't get a 3-0 win or higher, we do not make it. If I do get a 3-0 win or higher, we are locked down to make it. So I'm really hoping we can get at least a 3-0 win here and lock down this first round, because that would be very nice to at least make it through round 1 of the tournament. Then I could say I got top half in this group, which I'd be happy with getting halfway, or sorry, into top half of the group. Which, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna lead Hydreigon. He leads Hydreigon, and I think we're probably both thinking the same thing, that we're scarfed and we should probably switch out. Now, I had way more reason to switch. I actually didn't have Draco, so I couldn't actually knock Hydreigon out anyway. But I did want a Flash Cannon here on the Clef, but it really was too much of a risk for me here. And I'm going to go Fortress because I felt there was a shot at him actually Flash Cannoning, whereas I feel like Fire Blast just isn't a play here. As he does go Clef, and I go Fortress, and this is fine. I'm going to start Hazard setting here with my Rocks and my Spikes, and you're going to see he starts Calm Minding up here, which this is best case scenario. Because I am once again unaware Clef, and I handle this. So it's gonna feel like he can just set up for free on me, which is what I want him to think. I want him to just think he has a really good shot at just winning with this. Here I'm the Toxic. I just wanted to be 100% sure he's unaware. Sorry, he's Magic Guard. Because if he was unaware, just getting that Toxic off would lock this kill down as well, because it would mean Clef could stall him out. As he's going to go +4, and Moonblast does 35%, and I'm going to get a Calm Mind up. So, now, I should have just kept Calm Minding, but he's going to whip out the T-Wave here, and that's going to do 66. So I probably should have just kept Calm Minding. That would have been my best play, but I keep going for these other moves, trying to predict stuff coming in, as nothing ever does come in right now at least. So here I'm going to get a Moonblast off. I believe it's this turn I get full powered, as he goes for another soft boiled and is now at full health. So here I'm going to click T-Bolt, I think. I think this turn was a T-Bolt turn. Yeah, so next turn I'm going to fire if a Calm Mind. I realize if I can just get a Calm Mind or two up here, I can potentially just sweep him, or at least get through Clef. So here, I'm going to Moonblast. I wanted to attack him and just get some more damage, as he actually just goes into his Alakazam, and I'm going to be able to knock that mon out. He probably assumed I would go for another Calm Mind, and wanted to bring in Zam to potentially get off a Psychic or Psy-Shock. I don't know. I don't think Shock would have killed me and I would have been able to knock him out, but he would have got some damage, and you're going to see where some damage would have got it would have been very necessary for him, as Rocky MZ does not knock me out because I have a decent chunk of defense investment, and I actually OHKO this with a crit. Now, the crit could have mattered depending on set, but I'm thinking he was more offensive, so maybe max attack, max speed, meaning he didn't have SpDef or HP investment. If he had like any SpDef or HP investment, though, that did matter. So anyway, he's going to go Clef here and be able to knock me out, and I'm actually forced into either Medi or for Alligator, because I cannot let this Mon set up on me, because it actually could just win. So I go Gator, and I hit him with a Liquidation, as he hits me with a T-Wave. So I know he's going to soft boil, so I'm just going to D-Dance, because I want to be faster than this. And here I'm going to make a kind of interesting prediction and actually go for the Ice Punch, as he doubles the Hydreigon. I knew it was the only Mon that could take me out, so I decided to make that play. And Decidueye comes in here, so I'm just going to Ice Punch once again. It could have been faster if it was a speedy Decidueye, and it would have been able to do quite a lot with Leaf Blade, but it wouldn't have been able to knock me out. And at this stage, just going on the offense felt like the right play, because even if Clef could revenge kill me after this, Medi has a very high shot at cleaning this, as does Hydreigon. So I'm just going to go for Ice Punch, knock out Decidueye, and he goes to Clef here. I'm going to D-Dance because I thought I'd be slower and I wanted to be faster, and also have a bit more damage output. And he Moonblasts, and I'm going to chew that, and he doesn't chew a Liquidation, and he just drops, and all he has left now is his Toxapex, and I'm not going to get full powered here, and we're going to be able to knock out Pex with the Earthquake. So good game to iPro. We were able to pick up a 5-0 win, locking us in as the number 1 seed in our pool, locking us into the next round, which I'm definitely excited to do those games. Those 3 matches will be up probably in 2-3 weeks. I don't know how long the pool 2 is going to take. I'm assuming around 2 weeks. But I'm hoping we can at least grab 1 or 2 wins in that pool as well. I'm really hoping we can just kind of keep going with this. I'm really glad we were able to beat 2 of these people at least and lock ourselves in to the next round. My overall goal when joining the tournament this year was just to make it through round 1, and I've done that. So I feel kind of I did what I wanted to do. So from now I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna care about the battles, but if I go out in round 2, I don't really mind about that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.